The game's already over. Come on now. This is game over for real. This is game over. If you cannot continue, that really means the game is over. The game's already over. Come on now. This is game over for real. This is game.
You know, and you know, what do you do? What do you do when two fighters that you're a fan of goes against each other, man? You know, I've been a Manny Pacquiao fan for almost 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I've been a Keith Thurman fan ever since PBC first aired. I've been rocking out with Keith one-time Thurman, man. And I like them both, man. I like them both, man. But, you know, as far as betting, as far as, you know, I'm a gambler, but I'm not from Vegas. Shout out to the mailman from the HILL. But listen, I'm going to put my money on Keith Thurman, man. You know, he's the younger fighter. He's the stronger fighter. He's the fresher fighter, in my opinion. You know, Manny Pacquiao has been through many wars, man. Keith Thurman has not been through as many wars as Manny Pacquiao. I mean, Keith Thurman has had some tough fights. Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, his last fight with Lopez, Collazo. Keith Thurman has had some rough fights, man. But he has proved time and time again, just like Manny Pacquiao, that he's a champion. You know what I'm saying? He's been able to overcome whatever adversity he came across, whether it was the body shot by Collazo, whether it was, you know, the shot to the temple by Soto Carras, or whether it was that, you know, shot by Josecito Lopez. Thurman has shown that he can overcome adversity. And to be a true champion, to be an elite fighter, you have to bite down on that mouthpiece and show that you can overcome adversity. And I think that Keith Thurman has proved that. We know Manny Pacquiao has proved that also. But you know, I'm looking at the how things line up, man. And Keith Thurman is just looking a little bit more brighter, man. Like I said, he's fresher, he's younger, he's bigger, he's stronger, natural welterweight. You know, he's doing a lot of talking, more talking than I have ever heard Keith Thurman talk before, man. And he has been training like I have never seen Keith Thurman train before, man. I think he's in a headspace, a mental headspace that he has never been in before. You know, he's been wanting to fight with Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. He's been calling them both out since he first stepped on the scene, man. So, you know, this is a fight that he dreamed of. You know, he has been through every scenario in his mind about this fight over and over and over many times, man. I think Keith Thurman knocks Manny Pacquiao out, man. I keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. You know, I gotta put my money where my mouth is. There's an old saying, scared money don't win none. You know what I'm saying? You can't win it if you ain't in it. So, you know, I'm going down here and put some change on my man one time. Hey, listen, man, I told you guys, man, that it is fight night, man, and I'm going to put my money where my mouth is, man. You know, scared money don't win none. You know what I'm saying? I came down here to the Rivers Casino to place my bets on the one and only Keith Thurman. You know, I think Keith Thurman is going to pull it out, man. I think Keith Thurman is going to knock out Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of people talking, you know, about how Manny looked at the weigh-in, and, you know, oh, Manny looks mean, man. Oh, Manny usually don't look so mean. He usually smile or something, man. Manny's real mad about this. Manny's real mad about that. Listen, fam, Keith Thurman, he looks very good. This is the best Keith Thurman I've ever seen. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman is in shape. You know, this is the best shape I've seen Keith Thurman in. This is the best headspace that I've seen Keith Thurman in. This is the best training camp that I think Keith Thurman has had, man. And I think that, you know, Keith Thurman's going to show up this not tonight. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to show up and show out against Manny Pacquiao. I think he's going to jump on him ASAP Rocky early. That Manny Pacquiao feel that thunderous right hand. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Manny Pacquiao's going to be able to take it. I don't think he's going to survive. You understand what I'm saying? Like my man Keith said, night-night, man. Manny Pacquiao's going night-night. You know, and you know, like the old saying goes, scared money don't win none. So I came down here, man. I put some money on my man Keith Thurman to win by knockout. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to knock Manny Pacquiao out. I think Manny Pacquiao, this is a bad matchup for him, man. He's 40 years old. He's fighting a young. Keith Thurman looks so much bigger than Manny Pacquiao, so much fresher than Manny Pacquiao. People going off of what Manny Pacquiao did to Adrian Broner, what he did to Lucas Matisse, and everybody saying, hey, Manny Pacquiao's back. Manny Pacquiao ain't back, man. You know, Manny Pacquiao's 40 years old, man. He fought a washed up Lucas Matisse and Adrian Broner, who was there not to get embarrassed, not to get knocked out, didn't want to let his hands go, man. And that's what you're basing, you know what I'm saying? That's what you're basing your decision off of. You're going to lose. You're going to lose every time, man. You know, after 22 months layoff, after surgeries, Keith Thurman came back and fought Josecito Lopez, and he looked very good. You know what I'm saying? Although he did get hurt, this is the boxing game. You're susceptible to get hurt by a punch, man. That's what happens in boxing. You get hurt, but it's what you do afterwards. And Keith Thurman was able to gather himself, man, overcome adversity, and to win that you know, that fight against Lopez, man. So listen, man, I'll see you guys tonight. I hope I can go live for this fight, man. I got a lot of things to do, a lot of things going on, but if I'm home in time, if I'm home watching the fight, I will be going live to chop it up with you all, man, so we can enjoy this victory together. The undercard, man, undercard, we got some hell of a fights on the undercard. I was really looking forward to that John Molina versus Sergey Lipinets, man, but Molina had to pull out due to a some type of back injury. That was going to be a very brutal fight, man. Now they got this guy, Filipino guy. You know, I guess he was on standby or whatever, man. But when he weighed in, he looked it good. He was right on the 147-pound weight limit. I don't know what the, you know what I'm saying, how they do that, man, but, you know, but this is the type of fight that, you know, it's a little tricky, man. It's a little tricky. We don't know this dude. We don't know where he come from. I don't know him, you know. Sergey Lipinets has not had time, him and his Goosen, his trainer, they haven't had time to check this guy out, man. Here all this time they've been training for John Molina, and all of a sudden you get thrown a curveball. So I'm real interested to see how that fight goes. You know what I'm saying? We got the Cuban, man, Yordenis Ugas. He's gonna be fighting Omar Figueroa, man. Now Omar Figueroa is a fighter who has I've heard a lot about this guy, Omar Figueroa. He did this, he did that. He beat Spence in the amateurs, you know what I'm saying? I seen him knock out Robert Guerrera, man, a very sloppy fight, man. A lot of people, you know, especially PBC, they seem to be very high on Omar Figueroa, you know what I'm saying? You know, me watching him fight, I can't see why, man. You know, the guy doesn't look in shape. The guy, you know, misses weight. You know, the guy drinks, and, you know, he had a DUI last year or something. The guy just don't strike me as a boxer, a fighter who's really committed and dialed in to his craft. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't rock with him, man. I can't rock with him. I'm picking Yordenis Ugas, man. I think Yordenis Ugas gonna win a unanimous decision. You know, I don't see nothing special in Figueroa, man. I'm going with Yordenis Ugas to win a unanimous decision. Yeah, and that's how I see it. We got F.A. Ajaba on the, I think he might be on the Mike Lee, Caleb Plant portion of the fight. fights tonight, man. But I'm looking forward to seeing FA do his thing against this kid Ali. Caleb Plant and Mike Lee. Mike Lee looks in really good shape. You know, Mike Lee is talking really big shit. You know, Mike Lee, you know, he act like he really want this. You know, but I just think Caleb Plant, where he's at right now in his career, where he's at, man, is that he's in the prime of his career, man, and he's going to do everything that he needs to do to, I think he stops Mike Lee. You know, Caleb Plant wants to look impressive. We've seen that Caleb Plant got that dog in him. You know, I never expected him to go in there and win the fight against Uzataki the way he did, man. He really impressed me that night. And, you know, from there he made me a believer. I'm going with Plant by knockout, probably in the later rounds. You know what I'm saying? He's going to break Lee down and stop him, in my opinion. Now, as far as Neri and Pignano, I don't know what's going on with that, man. I heard that, sorry, I've been shaking and moving a little bit, so I haven't really, you know, got the latest details. But I heard that Neri missed weight, you know, so I don't know if he came back and made it later or not, or if that fight is off. But if that fight is on, I'm looking at Neri by destruction. You know, Pignano, he was knocked out last year in the World Boxing Super Series by the monster Inoue. You know, very, very, very brutal knockout. I mean, Inoue caught him with a crispy 1-2, man, that was highlight reel material for years to come. You know what I'm saying? But if the fight is still on, I'm going with Neri to win that fight, man. Who else is on this card, man? Who else is on this card? I think that's it as far as this card, man. And we also got to go over here to the UK, man. I'm gonna do a separate video about that, man. But that's all I got for this PBC card, man. Shout out to PBC. They are, you know, although they are pay-per-views, you know what I'm saying? They are putting these fights together, man. These good fights, man. And you know, you pay for everything else you want, man. Pay for that good boxing that we are getting, man. You know, you go out there, you blow $100 on sneakers, you blow $100, you know, on eating out. You blow $100 like it ain't nothing, man. Spend whatever you gotta spend, man, and support this pay-per-view that we got coming on tonight, man. Manny Pacquiao, the living legend, man, going up against this young, hungry Keith Thurman. A lot of people think he ain't hungry no more, but, you know, I'm a Keith Thurman fan. I'm riding with Keith Thurman. And, you know, as a Keith Thurman supporter, I'm going to be looking for y'all, man. I'm looking for y'all later on tonight. You know, all y'all shit talkers, all y'all haters, y'all ponytail haters. I'm going to be looking for y'all to answer. Y'all got some answering, some explaining to do after this ass whooping Keith Thurman going to put on Manny Pacquiao. But in the meantime and in between time, stay blessed and keep on supporting this sport that we love called boxing. Peace. I'll be back.